The BBC in the UK is it's funded by us, the taxpayers. We actually have to pay a license fee every year, and it's quite expensive. It's over $200 every year. When you start to compare that to Netflix and and these other services, streaming services, it's starting to look a bit expensive. So people are thinking, is it really worth paying? But we are literally under legal obligation to pay it. We have to pay it. There is no choice. But there is a choice if you then say, I no longer watch live TV, and you have to unplug all sorts of things. It's really difficult, but you can actually stop paying your license fee legally, but they make it very hard for you. Now, as a result of policies within the BBC over the last 10 plus years, the BBC has moved further and further to the left wing of politics. It has been quite openly now been accused of being biased and prejudiced towards the left wing. And since Donald Trump appeared, it has been deeply and overtly anti-Trump. Almost every article it's ever covered since the arrival of Donald Trump, even with his first term, has always had this anti-Trump bias. And why does this matter so much to our Sikh community? It matters massively because one thing that the BBC did very well was represent our ethnic minorities. I've shown countless reports over the last year or two about Sikh issues, whether it was Jagtar Singh Johal, whether it was the 1984 Operation Blue Star and the fallout of that, the genocides, etc. They've been BBC reports. The BBC reporters were on the scene during 1984, etc. So it covers Sikh issues. It shows parliamentary debates about Sikh issues, transnational oppression, Avtar Singh Kandar, etc. It's always been there, and it has been a voice for the Sikh people. But what the BBC have done terribly, terribly wrong, it's just over-egged the pudding, as the English phrase. It's overdone it. What it's done is because it has become so diverse, and its DEI policy in the BBC is just so overtly overdoing it, that it has turned normal, well, not even right-wing, it's turned white people in the UK against ethnic minorities because they are seeing the state broadcaster actually preferring to recruit people from ethnic backgrounds over white people. There's this positive discrimination. Now, if you did this right, there would be a balanced recruitment based on merit. In other words, you recruit the right person for the job. It doesn't matter what colour they are, what ethnicity they are. The BBC, though, when they recruited people, all their adverts were, we will always prefer candidates from ethnic backgrounds. Okay, fine. But the trouble is that all that's done is push the nose out of joint. It's pushed the backs up, choose your phrase, whatever. But basically, it's upset white people, the 80% majority of white people in the UK saying, well, hang on a second. Yeah, we don't have an issue with ethnic minorities appearing on our screens. But now you're actively recruiting and you're refusing. And this was literally, you'll see adverts will say, basically, to read between the lines, we will not recruit white people. We will only recruit people from ethnic minorities. So likewise, you can see why people are starting to turn against the BBC. So they've overdone it.